We're going to talk a little numbers right now. The way students learning mathematics is changing across the country. And joining me now is Lizzie Hall Barnes from San Francisco Unified School District to talk about the way the approach to mathematics is changing,
Absolutely.
not just in San Francisco Unified, but across the state and across the country.
Absolutely.
Tell us about this change.
So 45 states, including California, have adopted the Common Core state standards for math.
Okay.
And what does that mean for us? What does that mean for our classrooms? What does that mean for kids in our classrooms? So I think that the big idea is that for a long time we've been teaching math as if it's about getting the right answer quickly. And the Common Core state standards are really asking teachers and students to do more with critical thinking, explaining their reasoning. How do they understand the mathematics that they understand? Can they show it in many ways? So it's more about an approach that takes into account, again, when do you use math and what do you understand about it?
Why the shift in focus? There had to be a reason, and I'm guessing the reason. Why don't you tell us?
Well, we have seen for a very long time in San Francisco and across the state of California that what we've been doing isn't preparing our students for college and career in the STEM fields, so science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Right.
We have many students and many adults who are actually afraid of math. A lot of people say, I'm not a math person, I wasn't good at math.
Right.
In reality, there's no such thing as a person who's good at math or not good at math. And so we talk about, again, when students persevere and when they problem solve, what we see is that their brains are growing and they start to believe that they can be better at math. So this approach is about that.
And as you mentioned, this is really a change in approach and how the numbers are going to stay the same. It's just how you approach those numbers and how and the process, I guess,
Absolutely.
in getting to the answer.
Absolutely.
So much of mathematics for a lot of people as they go through the school system is memorization.
Exactly. And that's not how people use math in the real world.
Right.
There's no engineer who goes to work and has to do something that they've memorized, or there's nobody who goes to work and gets 20 long division problems. It's about how you use math in the world. A good example, my own husband works in construction. He builds and installs motorized window shades, and I was talking to him about, Common Core state standards for math, and he gave me the example that when he goes to work, he will have a length of aluminum enclosure that's 180 inches long.
Yes.
And windows in an office or in a home are all different lengths, so he has to think about estimating and measuring with accuracy, but also how many of those window lengths can fit in that 180 inches without going over.
Right, so you're doing division and
all
you've
of it
got all that
integrated.
going on. Yeah.
And that's what this is about.
As if the math program isn't enough for the teachers and students across the country and across the state, they're also implementing a new language program as well.
And as well as the next generation science standards and new English language standards for students who speak a language other than English as their native language. So the common thing that all of these standards include is that it's all about critical reasoning and explaining your thinking. So regardless of whether you're sitting in an English class or a math class that's implementing the Common Core, you're going to hear more talking, more reasoning, more writing across the content areas. So it's a really exciting time.
It really seems like it is, and not only that, but it seems like everything is coordinated so the same approach will work across the curriculum. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic time for education.
It is. It's very exciting.
And we'll see how it works as we start to get the test results in over the next few years.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Lizzie, thank you so much for joining us.
And thank you for
Good
your
luck.
time. Thank you.
All right. We will be right back.